Ahossu Jaino evacuated to France in emergency. The former president of the Ivorian Senate, now physically diminished, does not seem to have any pity for himself. Crippled since 2020 after contracting COVID-19, one would have thought he would opt for a peaceful retirement. But no. Here he is, still zealous, eager to prove to Alassane Ouattara that he loves him more than anyone else. Go into debt. Go into debt to build Côte d'Ivoire. The one who is in debt today is someone who loves the Ivorians. There is no shame in going into debt. Yes, President Ouattara, go into debt. Go into debt, we will pay. We are here to work to pay. Yes, it's very simple. I'm not an economist, but we parents have common sense. What is common sense? If you are going to borrow 1 million today, the ton of cement costs 80,000, tomorrow, the ton of cement will cost 150,000, but if you had borrowed today, you have one. So I say, to avoid the risks of capital inflation of tomorrow, President Ouattara continues to go into debt to build Côte d'Ivoire. On February 1st, while on a political mission in Korogo, the ailing politician suffered a severe medical episode. He collapsed and experienced convulsions before being urgently evacuated to Abidjan. But as his condition did not improve, he was once again transferred to France. At the time of writing, he is reportedly still in intensive care in France. My dear subscribers, I have a question. With the governance of Alassane Ouattara, the greatest economist the universe has ever produced, why do all the country's top officials go to France for medical treatment? With all the modern hospitals he has built, why don't the regime's elites seek treatment there? I'm interested in your answers.
Mesdames et messieurs, après ce voyage dans l'histoire, faisons à présent le diagnostic actuel de nos...
Ladies and gentlemen, after this journey through history, let us now make a current diagnosis of our own health system. A look at the reality on the ground leaves us with a bitter taste. Persistent gaps and several major dysfunctions compromise access to care and the quality of the health system. This situation is characterized by 1. An unevenly distributed and under-equipped health system. The Ivorian health system suffers from a grossly unequal distribution of medical infrastructure and personnel. 40% of doctors are concentrated in Abidjan, a megacity representing only 24% of the population, while certain regions such as Sud Bandama, Nzi Kamui, Moyen Kavali and those in the north of the country, are cruelly lacking in medical professionals. As for the old guy, after having undergone several chemotherapy sessions and proud of his secret dinner at the Élysée, he is back in Abidjan. His goal? To gather his supporters and feed them yet another lie about his political future. The old despot, weakened but still clinging to power, seeks to reassure his allies and lay the groundwork for yet another electoral masquerade. But Ivorians are not fooled. The countdown has begun. His return to Côte d'Ivoire will not change the inevitable, the imminent downfall of the RHDP regime. Can we, for a single moment, imagine the President of the United States going to seek treatment in Europe, the Chinese or Russian president on medical evacuation, somewhere other than at home? The answer is obvious, no. In great nations, leaders honor the health institution and doctors of their country by providing care at home, because to act otherwise is to claim their own failure. Worse, to despise it, to offend its people who would be content with local deaths. From now on, things must be different in Côte d'Ivoire. This is why, GPS and I, we undertake once we come to power to treat ourselves in the same hospitals as the people of Côte d'Ivoire, since we are not more precious, nor our lives more expensive. Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.